Tommy boy, what's happening?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Good, mate, good. I'm saying that as if I didn't give you a lift up here and
I
I've
know.
not seen you in weeks.
I know.
So what's this?
This is the TNT Podcast. So
Hey.
it is.
Brilliant. So this was your idea.
Yes, this was my idea.
You were actually going to do this without me, which was fucking well out of order.
No, don't say it like that. So it sparked for liking podcasts. You like something, you tend to want to do it.
Yep.
Play football when you're a wee guy because you like football. So, it's something I wanted to do for a while. I'm good at talking garbage. And I thought, do you know what, I'm going to actually have an attempt at this. And then I spoke to somebody who kind of gave me information on the setup and blah, blah, blah. And I thought,
Here we are.
this could be possible. Made the phone call. Spoke to yourself, mate.
TNT's a thing.
That's it, mate.
Hey, get up. What was I going to say? So obviously, I think we're going to go through this.
Yes.
I want let you tell everyone why. What's the reason behind this? What's the concept of it?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I spoke to him. I'm on this. I mean,
Yes.
I like the idea. I like what we're going with.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's obviously important that people know that me and you've known each other for just over a year and a half. Everybody thinks me and you've been
I know.
best pals when we were younger, which is it's good because it allows me to see
Yep.
how fucking close we are and everything else, which is it's been huge for us and how far you've come. But
Uh-huh.
I think first of all,
Yes.
let's get an introduction because if nobody's ever met us or got to it,
They'll just think we're big weirdos, aye.
exactly that. So we'll explain why we're big weirdos, and I think that's a good start of where to go.
Brilliant. So, I started going to the gym round about last February, and I was seeing slow progress. Well, I say slow progress. I was seeing progress because I went for lying on the couch with hula hoops in my pockets to go to the gym and actually trying something. So,
These fucking hula hoops, middle-aged man.
So, mate, beef hula hoops. Oh, don't. Right, anyway. So I started the gym. Really, really liked lifting weights, but my diet was still just fucking whatever I wanted. Waking up, phoning my mum for pieces and sausage and blah, blah, blah. You know the story. Phoning the Chinese man, they know it's me by the time they've answered the phone and all the rest of it. So, I need a bit of help. But I don't think I've ever told you this. I was always kind of, not against PTs, but always kind of like, why do you need a PT if you can do it yourself? Which is a crazy thing to think. No, anyway.
Did you not do it for yourself for then?
Well, that's why I messaged you. So, anyway. Got in touch with you, obviously. Now, there's a lot of bloodlines in between that. There's stuff that happened. You obviously are a friend of friends. I knew who you were for maybe about a year before we were pals. Always heard like my pals going to the gym that used to work in and saying like, Tony was in and all the rest of it and his big arms and so
But I remember you used to come into the Elite and it was I remember it clear as day. You used to just come in and you go up to the punch bag and I'd watch them and you were in your high 20s then? You were a wee bit down?
Aye. Maybe not quite 25.
You were 25 stone at one point, weren't you?
Aye. Mental.
Fair play to you.
Thanks, mate.
How much weight you've lost and
Aye.
for that.
I know.
So I've obviously used to see you coming in the gym.
Yep.
You were friends of ours.
Yes.
And there was that mutual. I know who you were. You know who I was.
Mm-hmm.
You used to go with the punch bag
Mm-hmm.
every time you were in and just dance about it. And I used to think, pull your trackies up, your ass is hanging out. And then I say, he can actually move for a big guy, man. And it's not we done that boxing thing a couple of weeks ago. Come on, Jesus Christ. He's fucking nimble on his feet. But as
Brilliant, man.
as I said, like there, I moved up to JP's.
Yep.
And then I used to train Gary.
Yes.
And that's when it all sparked, didn't it?
Yep.
I think Gary Lee messaged me one day and he's like, look, mate, I'm going to bring Tommy up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, for fuck's sake, man.
I know. I can imagine.
No, I'm only kidding, but it's fine. That. And I said to him, I bring him up.
Uh-huh.
You came in. Am I right in saying you thought you were just going in to train
I did.
yourself, didn't you? And I'm like, no.
Yes.
You're training with the big boys today, son.
So, I went in, Gary Lee messaged me, I trained at JD, and Gary Lee's like, oh, I'm going out to train with Tony, blah, 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 you coming over? And, mate, I remember it so clearly. I was actually debating even go to the gym that day. I was like, can't even be bothered. I was like, fuck it, I'll go. Like, we'll see what happens. So, got in the motor with Gary Lee, and when I was driving over, I asked Gary Lee, I said, I'll just let you go in, like, kind of a wee bit nervous, as in, like, I've always trained, but known that environment. Always done sports. Well, I done sports for years, and then we'll get into that. But this was the first time going into, because Gary Lee had already spoke about JPs and said like, oh, let's get these guys in it and blah blah blah. And I knew you were there and whatever. And I was kind of, I don't want to say intimidated, but just nervous. Do you know what I mean? So I said, I'll just let you go in and do your thing with Tony and whatever. It was more I don't want to be a pawn you and Tony's session. I don't want to be a burden kind of thing. Yep. So I remember just coming out of the gym and coming in saying all right, blah blah blah, and I kind of slipped away to do my own thing, and then that wasn't the case.
An old head teacher, right? You no, give me here.
Aye, that's more or less what happened, mate.
But I think even looking back now, those moments, and even when you say about starting this podcast, like, I want to be like I've always coached you. I'm further on in my journey.
Yes.
You were just starting when I met you.
Mm-hmm.
You're at one extreme, I'm at the other.
Absolutely.
But in common ground, you have absolutely every right to be in that gym as much as I do.
Yes.
As much as Gary Lee did. That's what, essentially, this podcast is coming from. It's about me saying I'm at this point and I've still got progression to make. I'm still trying to push for better. Similar to yourself, 9 stone we've lost. All it incredible. Just the habits we've built, everything along with it.
Yep.
But it's more than, like, you're coming at it from the angle where you have been there.
Yes.
Like, you have been 25 stone.
Aye.
The depths of everything that comes with that.
Yep.
And it's been going, right, well, hopefully this podcast can help people who are in a similar position.
Yes.
Can they gain a wee bit for this?
Absolutely.
Can you show? And I think we need to teach that. For you, the full time you've been working with each other, it's been a laugh.
Oh, mate, what a laugh.
To the point where, like, probably why this has kind of spurred it on, where people are like, you two are hilarious together. And that comes with, I've bodybuilded, done it all.
Yep.
But through, you spend a long time in the gym. I mean, it's a long time. So, like we always say, do it with a smile on your face.
Absolutely.
And I don't think that doesn't mean that everything we do has to be, of course, there is a time, knuckle down, do whatever.
Yep.
But it can be done. I mean,
definitely can be, mate, 100%.
The weight you've lost for doing it with a smile on your face, the shape I've got myself in over the years.
Yep.
We know it's a slow, tedious process. Like,
yes.
But we can do it
and
make it as fun as possible along the way. And I think that's always what we kind of want to teach anyone listening to this.
Yes.
It's not just going to be us. We'll get a laugh along the way, but we're going to try and educate as much as we can. We've got wee bits and bobs to obviously fire through. And I think the first theme of the podcast, we wanted it to be finding your why, finding the commitment to something which most people tend to struggle with.
Yep.
They can train for 10 weeks, they can train for 8 weeks. But we want to, first we need to kind of get that across, it big lifestyle change.
Yes.
But individually, we need to have lifestyle changes that suit us. Can we do this forever? And I think what we've set up is a year and a half you're training now, and I can't see you going back. Do you know what I mean? I could have turned into that bodybuilder, and I don't think we would have been sitting here.
Nah, neither, mate. Neither. I think the angle that we took things at was exactly the way that I needed it to be.
Yep.
And that speaks volumes as you as a coach, because you were aware of that. Where it was like, sometimes even though I feel uncomfortable, I'll not say anything because I don't want to sound ignorant or something along the lines. And I've never felt that way with you. It's never been the case of, oh, don't be angry. Sometimes I've done a check-in and thought, fuck you, man, five sessions of cardio this week. Like, but it's not like that was instant. You know what I mean? That's been of a very gradual build-up. That's been of me asking that of you. Do you know what I mean? It's not been like, I know we put it up and carry on or whatever and blah, blah, blah. And people sometimes ask me, oh, what's it like? Is it hard on you or whatever? And I'm like, he's no hard on me. He's no, that's the attitude that will kind of push people away, that thought of, this is hard, I don't want to do this, instead of, I get to do this, like, I enjoy doing this kind of thing, and the challenge, kind of shying away for the challenge, which was massive for me, something that I didn't really know how to do. I didn't know how to take on. I took everything the same way, and it was always being happy, doing this, doing that. Even when I was 23, 24, 25 stone, I was still happy. I was still doing what I was doing, but I didn't want to come out my comfort zone as such.
Yep.
And that, for me, was such a big thing, which I think people will be surprised with, was that coming out my comfort zone allowed me to grow. Like, and it's not like I was chucked in at 12 foot deep. I was chucked in at 6, and I learned to swim to get to 12. It wasn't like just this boom.
You're not even 6 foot, you'd sink at 6 foot. You'd be away. You're needing a paddling pool.
Fucking no, I'll jump in the fucking bottom and just splash it. So, aye, that was kind of part of that, mate. So it was definitely, I think, trying to be in an environment with everybody about you helps so much. And I try and say this to my pals all the time, and like when they're coming to the gym and whatever else, or putting yourself in the right space with people that think the same way as you and are not necessarily all going for the same goals, because in JPs there's guys that are bodybuilding and powerlifting and there's high rocks and whatever else. No, I mean, everybody's in, but everybody, I feel like, is there to push each other.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? There's never been a time where, like, I've done it with people, like I've maybe turned around and somebody's doing an exercise and I can see that maybe need a wee spot or whatever it may be, or even just that acknowledgement can give somebody a wee bit more, I know he's there, or I know nothing's got to go wrong. Do you know what I mean? And for people that are new to the gym and are worrying about using machines and not knowing what they're doing or wanting to hurt themselves or whatever, I think specifically JP's is such a good environment to be in. Yep. That's why I had to be there. As soon as I done that session,
John Paul P, you get a wee ad in here, something like that is.
I mean, I get this tight all the time, man. What the fuck? Nah, but really, I really do mean that. So I lost a bit of timber, mate, but plenty more to go.
Have you felt since losing that weight? Because I think it's easy to say, oh, I've lost 9 stone, which is equivalent to a human. Like, that is a huge amount of weight to lose, mate. So hats off to your son.
That's some amount of chicken curry to bird, man. That's
good on you. Fitting that. Is that a Gymshark shirt?
Do you know why? Actually, it's a Gymshark shirt. Do you like it?
This boy, man. Gymshark daft.
Gymshark joggies. I did try and find
Left the socks up.
No, they're no Gymshark socks.
Oh,
I know,
you're a disgrace. You're a letdown.
I know. I've lost it. There's no chance.
Should I get as a sponsor here? And look, you've done first one. You've absolutely fucking canned it.
But listen, there's no. This is a Gymshark flannel shirt that guys have got to wear to go and pump some iron in. However, I've dressed like a presentable gentleman today.
It looks like a fake Burberry shirt you would get off Boohoo.
Oh, man. This is better than a Burberry shirt. Can you get a Burberry shirt?
No, you can't,
no,
mate.
You cannot. So.
Absolutely not.
Exquisite.
You've pulled it off, son.
Thank you, mate.
Anyway, moving on. So, aye, 9 stone.
Yes.
Like, astronomical amount of weight, mate. So, I think it's huge. I think, like I spoke to you at the start, and you said it, I remember you saying it vaguely as well, this is going to take time.
Yep.
And that is the most unglamorous thing you can teach somebody who wants to lose weight, who wants to gain muscle. And we're probably bad in the fitness industry at kind of selling a lie.
Yes.
Which I never do. I mean, I try and meet people exactly where they're at, and it's only fair. I mean, that you see this is going to take X amount of time. You've got to manage people's expectations, but you were on board with that at the start, and I think it's because you knew I've had enough.
Aye.
Add how much you say you might have been happy.
Yep.
I remember we were away, what we doing? We were down at Barry's and we were helping them move house.
Yes.
And you couldn't help.
No, I couldn't, mate.
You stood there.
Aye, I couldn't.
Like, and I'm looking going, they would always phone and go, you need to get him in the gym. But you can want all you want. Your pals can drive you there every day. Like, what point came where you were thinking, I can't be living like this?
I don't think there was like a direct moment as such where it was like, this is the flick of a switch. But that did happen once I actually got to training. Previous to that though, like, I've said it before, I think when your passion kind of gets sucked out you when I was doing what I was doing. So I was just like sitting in the house. I had an office job, mate. I worked with all women. It was absolutely amazing, mate. I was just getting fed sweets and cakes all day. It was fucking brilliant. So I was in that environment.
Just turning up with an empty peace box.
Oh, mate, that was it, man. It was fucking brilliant. So it was.
I don't need my packed lunch today. I get fed off all these women.
So that sitting in the house, mate, playing absurd hours at the PlayStation, as in like you're finishing work, and I used to do a 4 on 4 off, and it was 12 to 11, right? So that's a sucker of a shift, mate. And I would come home from work, jump in the PlayStation at 12, play the PlayStation till like 6, and then fall asleep for a few hours and go into work and just be busting work, mate, and rely on fucking cans of Iron Brew, man, and Galaxies to square me up, like. And on the 4 off was probably worse, because the 4 off I had just free reign to do whatever I wanted. So it was just about like being in that comfort zone. Like my pals used to say it to me all the time, like, you never got to come out and blah blah blah, you're brutal. And I'm still a wee bit, I like doing what I like doing. Do you know what I mean? I'm no closed off. I don't know like a night out. It's no that. That's not the case. I love a night out. But at this point in my life, I'm so focused on what I'm doing, mate. Like, I'll go out if I feel like, no, I deserve it, but if I have a reason to. That's just the way I've always been. But I used to have that reason to go out and be like, I don't want to do that. Because it was like, I'm too big. I don't want to go and get clays for shops because they're not going to have a fucking 42 or 44 waist or whatever. Or if I go out, and I'm being serious when I say this is hilarious now, right? But if I go out and I get hungry, or I want to eat food, I can't because I'm with X, Y, and Z or whatever, man. Yep. Whereas now it's like, if I'm out and I'm starving, man, I'm scalping something no matter what it is. Know what I mean? If there's a burger on the table, mate, it's good. I'm not tell you about it. I'm getting on. You know what I mean? No, like that. I'm no self-conscious as such. Yep. Which I was never. How I look, King, it was how people would think of me.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Because like, I'm sure you can remember even kind of early on where you were maybe coming up to my bit to bump into me and a few of the boys, and you'd walk out the back, and I'd just be sitting in my balkies, mate, and I was still maybe 22, 20, whatever. So I've always been that way, mate. I've never really... It's never been an external thing. It's always kind of been in there, like... And then my hygiene starts to go because you're just sitting playing PlayStation all day, so you start to not really care and whatever, and you have no effort to do anything, and my mum's on my case about no doing washings and no doing this, man. I'm too busy thinking about fucking what packs are out the night in Ultimate Team. Like, it was a nasty situation, mate.
All those wee kind of... We're looking at all the short-term things, and they give you that instant hit, you're feeling good, but... And this is what I always try and get at for all the guys that I work with. I don't want you to live like bodybuilders. I don't want that from you. No. But I'm human like everybody else. But I do want you to feel the way I feel. I feel every one of you have that right. Male, female, whatever. I think that's a God-given thing that everyone should have, but it's going to come at some sort of work. What you were doing before, you were relying on everything in front of you, rather than try to see further down the line.
Yes, that's right.
That's my way of coaching, and like you said, it's not external, so it's internal, which means all the more in my eyes.
Yep.
If we can tap into that, fix that, we're onto something there. Aye. And it's not about walking about and being shredded or looking at part, because you know, like you've maybe seen as well, there's plenty of insecure big bodybuilders that you would
definitely
think, oh, I want to look like him or like that. It's not about that. It's about being comfortable in your own skin, and that comes at a cost, and it has to come with, I'm looking for this, I'm working hard, and you don't see it in 6 weeks, you don't see it in 12 weeks, but eventually heads start turning and they go, Tommy, you're doing amazing.
Yes.
And it's nice, and people like it first that you're there, but like I always say, you need to earn your stripes.
Absolutely.
And it's not so everyone else applauds you. It's nice to get a clap, but you need to clap for yourself first.
100%.
And it can be quite, it's lonely. I mean, how much people want you to do well, and it's nice, but you need to want to do well for yourself.
Aye.
And I think that anyone starting, anyone on a journey, like, it has to be, it's not on a journey, as if we're hippies. But it's you've got to just say, I need to do this for myself.
Yes.
I need to see further down the line, and I think when I look a wee bit deeper now, is that I don't get much out of working from things like in front of me, in terms of I get far more out of things like further down the line.
Yep.
And that's what I want to kind of teach you as well. That it's no instant, but when it comes, it's amazing. That's why I'm like, start a language.
Aye.
I do dancing, so I mean, when I can. I've slipped a wee bit with that, but these things, like I spoke about.
Brilliant, man.
Amazing. Do you know how do you know I actually get into dancing?
No. Hopefully no TikTok videos.
No. Do you know what it was?
What?
I sat one night, and I'd like to tell you and sit and go like, oh, do you know what? I've just always had a wee urge for it, and I wanted to do it. I think I watched Narcos or something one night.
Right, okay.
This was years and years ago.
It's a catchy theme tune.
Oh,
and
fantastic.
I used to have it as my ringtone.
Brilliant. Whatever it was, I watched it, and I'm like, I think they were all dancing. I'm like, that's cool to start with. It's a nice British culture. It's like, we are so like boring. Every nation in the world dances. It's part of their culture.
Yes.
It's very kind of big. You look all over the world, men all dance. And it's, I'm like, that's cool. And then I'm saying to myself, see if I was in that position and somebody came up and tried to dance with my missus, I wouldn't know what to do. What you going to do? Like, you're going to start kicking off, turn the place upside down?
I know.
You're going to look like a diddy there?
Aye.
Missus wakes up the next day and you're like that. You're an absolute cunt to that one.
Aye.
So I'm like, nah, I'm learning to dance. So there I was.
You're the guy, man. That's fucking brilliant, mate. I love that. Sorry.
Mate, but I was just like that. It then spurred it on. I was like, this is amazing. But again, comfort zone. So I said that to you before. I get more out of, I get the same out of going to the gym, to learn how to dance, to doing Spanish, whatever it is, because I know that's going to take me a while.
Yes.
So I'm quite cool with that. I know I'm not fluent in Spanish yet.
Yep.
So I'm going to keep working at it till I am.
Yes.
Same way, I've been going to the gym for so many years. Find your feet bit.
Absolutely.
That's when it starts kind of flowing. And I'm happy with it because I can see further down the line.
Aye.
And I think when you're getting into fitness, have that mindset. And it's know that things will start pushing on well, but see if you can keep this up for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, into 5 years, you're going to look dramatically different. And you don't want to be the person who, oh, it's January, going again.
Aye.
It's Monday, I'm going again. Like, you have the right to be happy every day in your body. And I think that's where I'm at now, where no matter what I eat or what I do, it's my choice.
Aye.
I mean, so if I want to go out on a Saturday and eat all I want, drink all I want, I don't feel bad about that.
Rub it in your prick. Right, no, I'm kidding. No, I agree. You're right.
But we'll get there.
Yes,
I mean,
yes,
that's
absolutely, mate. I was
to be fair, you've had how many years of that?
Oh, fuck, mate, I know. You're right. I've ate enough for a person's lifetime,
Folks say to me, oh, you're a wee bit harsh on Tommy. I'm like, think of the years he wasn't harsh on himself.
I fucking know, mate. No, you're right.
But
I think harsh is like it sounds worse than what it is. I've said this to you before, you installed that in me, that get rid of that quick release. So like when I was younger, it used to be, it's a bit of a sensitive subject, it used to be smoking. Like it used to be smoking weed. That was like, I wanted to do that. Like I was so embedded and I thought everything was so cool about the lifestyle and all, and fucking whatever, man, right? So it was that fast relief, that not even relief, how do I say it? Like I get a buzz off it so quick, I don't need to wait. I don't need to wait on anything to happen, mate. I just puff a joint and that's it. Know what I mean? And I said this to you today, it used to be match attacks when I was a wee guy.
I think it's so funny you said used to just getting high.
Mate, that is it. I literally, I used to just sit in my bedroom with a couple of joints, PlayStation on or tunes on the telly, and literally do nothing. Like literally just sit.
Would you wear clays?
And sometimes, no all the time. Mate, see my My pals used to come in to wake me up for breakfast, right? Because I would be up at like 3 in the morning still puffing, right? So he used to come in at like 10 o'clock, mate. I'd be lying, man, with the covers facing the wall with the arse out, right? Just, I sleep scuds, mate, right? So I've just been lying, mate. Room's stinking, man. Like, right, come on, man, we're going to get a scran or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I used to just roll out, mate. Pull the covers on me, man, so it's just my wee titties hanging over me.
Wee udders.
That's it. Just like that, man. Tray, roll a joint, smoke a joint, get up, go about my day. And to start with, that was cool. I was alright with that.
That's not cool.
I thought that was the coolest thing, mate. I thought, like, I'm the guy.
You're the guy. Fucking stoner.
Mate, honestly, people still, like, maybe people that I've not seen in years are, like, older boys or whatever that, when I was younger, thought, like, that was the thing, Tony. It was the approval of people who I looked up to. And the people that I looked up to were guys that were stoners, or you know what it's like when you're younger. You're just influenced, and you tend to be influenced by people people that you probably shouldn't be influenced by, mate. So I think that was such a big part of it, mate. Kind of going back to what I said, being in the right environment. I'm now influenced by guys like you, other boys in the gym, Chris Bumstead.
Let's talk about Chris.
Don't, man, I'm getting all excited.
You get posters of Chris up in the wall, won't you?
My phone screen's Chris Bumstead, mate. I love Chris Bumstead.
Listen, there's worse guys in this world to
Absolutely.
love.
You're right.
Would my missus be worried if my screensaver was a guy in pants? Probably.
He's no in pants in it, to be fair. He's in a vest. He's in a Gymshark vest, actually.
It's another thing of yours, isn't it?
Oh, aye.
Jim Stark and Bumstead. Jim Stark.
Jim Stark. Tony Stark.
Jim Shark and Bumstead. That's the way to Tommy Boy's hat.
I mean, it used to be Roskins and Stardog, mate, so we're doing something right. You know what I mean? We're getting somewhere.
You know, a Brady and a joint every fucking morning for your brekkie.
Oh, Friday, man. Fucking brilliant. See, a rolling pie, mate. I used to love a rolling pie. Just a roll. I don't even really like Love Pack that much, mate. I'm maybe a Flora man. A roll, a pie on it, tomato sauce, mate.
I be can't for that, young man.
No, that doesn't work anywhere. No. But aye. I think people that are trying to make that change, one, like, I was such a fucking, I don't even know how to say it, like, I was a victim of this.
Yep.
Like, I would think of something new. So, like, I've always loved trainers. So it would be like, I want to make a sneaker page, or I want to clean trainers. And if I couldn't do it in 3 days, mate, I was like, I don't want to do it. Because everything else about me was what we were covering there.
Instant.
Aye, it was just like, boom, open my pack in FIFA, get a good player, buzzing, smoke a joint, or go get a bite to eat. That's another example, mate. I still do love eating out, but I had such an unhealthy relationship with eating out to the point where it would be, I would leave the restaurant raging. No because I've ate shite, because I've not got anything else to go on. Anything else to scran. Know what I mean? And it was, mate, it was an issue, man. It was a big issue, but it got addressed. And I think try to push that onto people to let them know that, I think when you tell somebody, see if somebody really doesn't want to change and you tell them this isn't going to happen overnight, they'll know. But if somebody does, then they'll see changes quicker than what they think, especially if they believe this is going to take me a while. Like, we spoke about it, this is a deal forever, mate.
Yep.
Like, this is...
I think that's important to obviously accept first, but I think anyone I work with, or even just myself, just be honest, like, own it. Aye. Own every bit of it.
Aye, take responsibility.
See if you go out and you fuck it.
Aye.
I fucked it.
Aye.
Well, I mean, be a grown-up man in this case.
Yep.
Aye. Nobody's, what's the worst that happens? It's only going to affect you.
Yes.
So that was your decision when you get so many people and they're, they want to be pity party about it and understand that complications, everything else, struggles are going to come along the way, but you're that has to face it. And if you have setbacks, it's how you respond to them as well.
Yep.
That, in my opinion, the first thing is doing is accepting it. Whereas people start scratching their head and folk are like, well, it's done. Go again now. Like, that's all you can do. Say that to you before, look, you've ever had bad weeks, stay in the fight. I mean, like, it's 1 week, what are you going to turn it into a month?
Aye.
I mean, that's how you the consistency game over the course of time will win. Do you know what I mean? Where even at my level, you still have wee days where you drop off, you're not quite on it, but you naturally always gravitate back to what makes you feel good. Whereas before, you were the guy that everything was in front of him.
Yes,
You know, whereas
that was it, mate.
it's that wee flip of going, right, do you know what? In your case, you're 24 years old. See everything you've done up to this point, and I'll say that to anybody who's kind of struggling at it. And they're like, what have I got else to do here? Everything you've done up to this point hasn't worked. Because you're sitting here like that, what the fuck am I doing wrong?
You're right, mate.
So,
right. That's a hard fact to accept for people, though, mate.
It's no nice, but you've tried the 8-week diet, you've tried the I'm not eating carbs, you've done every bit of it. It's not worked. I mean, so what are you going to do? You're 25, you're 30, you're 50. You're going to do it for the rest of your life? Is that how you want to? You've not had the answer up to now. You're not going to find it fucking hitting your head against the wall next few times. So play the long game. See if it takes you 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. All the best. Have a laugh at it as you go. Like, I think that's what we want to get for this as well. Like, it does take time. We're no lying at that point, but it can be enjoyable along the way. See what you've been doing up to now. That is mental torture. You know what I mean? Because every time you let yourself down, you come in with that wee bit in your head's going, you've not got this. And everybody does, but you have to just accept, well, I put on this weight, or I'm in this position, or I've been living this lifestyle. And if I don't say, right, I'm just going to relax, take my time with this, start to build habits with yourself, good relationships with yourself, which I taught you early on. I see you as the fucking man. You know what I mean? And I need you to see that as well. And that's what you want to install in somebody, because you're only going to get better. And the same way with myself, like, the more wins you tick off, the more you start to feel like the fucking man. And then you can start turning up for other people. The more you let yourself down, it just fucking goes all through life. Relationships suffer. You can't give the best. Oh, it's horrible, mate. And that's what, do you want to be the guy? I always say that to you as well. Like, what's your main goal? And I'm like, my main goal now is to be the man I want my kids to be happy about, be proud of. I've not even got kids. But I need to start living like that guy now.
You're basically the man, mate.
I've got fucking you, the biggest Wayne of all. But on a deeper kind of thing for my end as well, I need you guys as much as you need me. Because I need to turn up for myself every day. And it's the point where some people look at coaches and think they've all got it worked out, and that's not the case.
That was me, mate. That was
the case at all. So I mean, that's we've just, most of them have just had that. And we just keep turning up. Like I said before, stay in the fight. And right now where I'm at, I'm looking and going, right, well, I want to be the guy that my kids are proud of. I want to, and every day you have to go with that. And I think that's deeper level what I want for you. Like, it has to be that, because you can't be proud for yourself to start with. You've got to do, like, that's a good place to start. I mean, make yourself proud. Then it stems out a bit. Start being the guy who other people are proud of. Your family, everything else. You want to be that. And like I said, what I loved about you more than anything was so many people in gym environments, everything else, they seem to have it all worked out. And I've built my coaching on that, but they don't want to give a thing away for free. They don't want to help anybody. And something as simple as me telling you to come train that day changed your life.
It did.
Just equally changed my life. That cost me nothing, but I gained so much from it. And what you do better than most people I know is support people. And I think for a deeper level, it's because you don't want people to feel the way you feel or felt.
That's true, mate.
Like,
that is true.
And that is so powerful. And I see it and I appreciate it so much, because you share all the other people's stories, you comment, I see it all, and I go, I want you to win only for that, like, not only for that reason.
No, I know what you mean. No, I get
solely because I can see what you're doing here. And for you to just do that just makes everything that wee bit better, makes my job better, makes people in the gym better. And if you're a coach, if you're a gym goer, I'm like, take a leaf out of his book. He was at the fucking depths of it, where things were tough. I mean, all the complications that I still can't empathise fully with you. I've never been 25 stone. It's been times where I felt shit about myself or whatever it is, like anybody else in life. Like, we all have the wee struggles, but for you to go through that and then not have the attitude of, oh, what was me, is amazing. Because now you're like, right, there's enough for me. The way I've turned up for myself now is I can help everyone along the way. And you pick that up quick. You know you're still not done. You're doing it whenever.
No.
And that's why I think everyone now wants to see you do well. They like me and you bounce off each other and everyone's so engaged in it, and it's nice to see. So that's probably the nicest thing I'll ever say to you.
Thanks, mate.
But after that, you're getting slaughtered again, so straight back to it. But
I think trying to enjoy the style of training that you do, and kind of like you just said there, I would like to think that people know that I'm in support of them, because one, I don't want to make them feel that way. Like, I don't ever want them to feel the way that I felt.
Yep.
And two, only recently have I started to give myself the approval of this, which I'm so happy I did. And I always knew I was doing well, but I had a conversation with you and Taylor, and one of Taylor's mates, a few weeks back in the gym. And after the conversation, mate, I turned around to go and do lateral raises, and I wanted to stack it and put a plate in it, mate. I was like, fuck, my soul's on fire, mate. Like, I
remember I said, we look up to you as much as you look up to us.
That was it, mate. Yep. That meant, like, honestly, I can't emphasise enough, that meant so much, mate. And I know it's such a simple sentence, but the whole looking up to people and people that you admire, like, that kind of thing. And he's one, you're one, there's other guys in the gym that are like that. There's guys that I know on Instagram, there's some of the boys that I've kind of met through Instagram and stuff, my mates, blah, blah, blah. But, like, my mum is, you know, my mum's like, mate, my mum was my biggest supporter when I was 25 stone. If I told my mum I'm coming down the stair to do a strawberry tart competition tomorrow, she'd be like, brilliant, can't wait, know what I mean?
I'd come in and beat you in the boys.
So, she's like, she tells me every day, mate, she's a soul man. And I appreciate it, I do, to the full extent. I appreciate it every day. It means so much coming for you. But I just think, when you hear it from somebody that you've got a different motive towards, mate, it can help you give that bit of push. And it's something that I always was critical of myself of, was people would always tell me that, but I would never believe it, mate. Yep. Do you know what I mean? Like, even when I was younger, I lost a wee bit of weight. Like, I went to that squad and stuff and blah, blah, blah. And people like, oh, that's that, next thing you're doing well or whatever. But I never really... I was young, I guess. It never resonated with me. But even in the past year, like... Mate, you're talking Christmas time, I can't really remember, right? But at Christmas time, I'd lost a few stone. We'd worked together and managed to take a few pounds off. But I didn't really... I felt better externally because I never really gave a fuck at that point. I didn't necessarily notice anything. And my mum would say, you've lost weight and that and blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, aye, whatever. In a positive sense, that I was still just like, there's more to go. Yep. Like, I've not got time to reflect on this and now. And that is something I do believe in, that it's good to take a step back and go, done well. But it's no good to take a step back and go, done well, going for a Chinese. You know what I mean? Go and get black. Nah. Like, there's well more left on that plate.
Do you think, at a deeper level, there was that lack of connection with yourself?
Aye.
Because I believe that's hard to build a connection, relationship, friendship, coaching relationship with somebody who's unconnected for themselves.
Aye.
I mean, and that's, no matter how much I want it for you, how much I see potential in you, with anyone you ever meet, you can tell somebody they're the best thing in the world. Like, they mean the world to you.
Yep.
See if they've not got that for themselves, and it's unfortunately a losing battle.
Yes.
Might get a wee bit somewhere, might go, but you have to say, do you know what? See what that person's saying to me? Maybe they're right. Maybe they're not just blowing smoke up my arse.
Aye.
And that's what I say to all yous. Like, do it for yourself. Because I know there's so much good to come for it.
Aye.
And I've always been like that. I love to see the goodness in people, because what other choice you got? Do you know what I mean? Of course, there's some absolute fucking wankers in the world. But there's good, like this. I knew there's so much to give for you, and I've seen it. it'd been easy for me to say, oh, he's so many bad habits, blah, blah, but I'm staying back. And I've just had a good feeling about it all. And I'd never once, to how much the boys were on to me, message him, get him in, do this, do that. It was always, when he's ready.
I remember approaching you and actually thinking, because I think you were got to Ibiza when I first texted you. Sure that was the case.
In the season, I'm off. I'm not training you.
That's it, man. Way back your hula hoops. But I remember texting you, and again, mate, this is mental. See, because I never got that instant yes, blah, blah, blah. It was, aye, no bother, we'll sort it out. I'll be back in a few weeks, blah, blah, blah. We can kind of write it up then and take it for there.
Go to Ibiza. Probably need you to train me after that.
Fucking no, man. But I at that point I actually thought, I think it was that was after I'd trained with you with Gary, but I was a bit like maybe I shouldn't do that. Like, maybe that's no right thing or whatever. And then we had a conversation when you came back for Ibiza, and I was just like, it reassured me after training with you, like that's where I need to be. That's where I need to kind of go with, mate, because this is such a big thing for me, and it doesn't need to be this case for everybody else. But I think if you can respect the person that's giving you the advice, it means so much more. Because anybody can fucking give you advice. I can tell you, you can come and tell me, stop wearing shirts and joggies, mate. Stop being a weirdo. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe that a few times. It's fallen in deaf ears.
Do you know what I mean? But I mean, you're a bad example because I'm about to say I respect your opinion and take your advice. But
mate, I think you've actually looked good today.
Do you? Thanks.
Got the motor, you're smelling good.
Thank you.
You're looking the part.
Really?
Love it.
Fucking yes, man. So do you, mate. So do you.
Yeah,
do you want to just cut? No, sorry, that was weird. Sorry,
that
that was weird.
weird.
That was weird. I won't say that.
Cut that wee bit out. Like ball. But you were saying there, sorry.
Yes. Trying to take so much information in that's out there, mate, is hard and off-putting for so many people. And this ties in with the style of training and that kind of stuff. Go enjoy what it is you enjoy, man. Like, if you want to go to the gym and you want to fucking, I don't know, do 100 reps with fucking 10 kilo dumbbells in your chest because you think it's a laugh with your pals to carry on. See if that's better than sitting in the house saying fuck all. So that's better than nothing. I'm not saying it's a great idea, but do you know what I mean? That
it puts you on a path.
Yeah.
To say, I'm at least moving forward.
Aye.
Is it so-called optimal? We could argue.
Yes.
But sitting in your bed
with
your fucking wife fronts on smoking joints,
no,
that's certainly no optimal.
No, definitely
so,
isn't, mate. No.
You're moving in the right direction, and there's so many ways to go down this avenue.
Yes.
It doesn't even have to be in a gym.
No, it doesn't, mate.
Just navigate towards a better lifestyle.
Yep.
I mean, that's where I found that for just when you work with so many different people, and I think it makes you a better coach, makes you a better person, and working with you especially, you're dealing with things that other people don't deal with. And I think if anyone is in the position you were in, it's important for you to say as much as you can as well, because I've gained so much just for coaching you. And a big thing of that was sometimes people don't want your opinion as much, and I think that's coaches are bad for that, because they're like, which you can understand, like they're coming at a place where I know what's right, I've studied this, I know, and you want to get that point across, which is nice. I mean, we can understand that, but sometimes when people are coming from where you are or where, you can just listen to them.
Aye.
And that's huge. Even at my level, sometimes just listening to somebody's massive, because just being there for them.
Yep.
That's the depths in what you need to coach somebody.
Aye.
And you taught me that majorly. I was always aware of it, but it's very easy to bark out orders.
Absolutely.
Sometimes
mate.
just listening to somebody is huge.
Yep.
And you need that for going forward.
Yep.
Because it's hard.
Yes.
It could be the days that are, you just want to be moan. You just want to do your bit, like having somebody there to no tell you to fucking just get on with it, and knowing when it's important to just say, you're having a bit of a tough day. See, tomorrow you'll be better.
Aye.
That was huge for us. I mean, because there was plenty of tough days.
100%, mate. 110%.
I had to pull you out by the Jordans, out the Chinese, and drag you back to your noises. But we got there.
We did get there, mate. 100%. And it's more than exactly what you just said. It's more than, there's more to it than training, which is a good thing. That shouldn't put people off, because people think like, I just need to go to the gym and train super hard and eat this fucking absolutely amazing diet and everything will work out perfect.
You can then apply it to all parts of your life.
That's it, mate. That's it. Apply it to work, relationships, friendships, and I've seen so much change in my life in the last year, mate. Within my physique, the gym and whatever, but outside that, mate, everything's changed along that. Everything.
Yep.
Like, literally every aspect of my life.
Begs the question to go, right, well, it's cliche, you're in your comfort zone, but
yeah,
not much good happens there.
Nah,
No.
it doesn't, mate.
And I've found that, see, when you're really under pressure, when you go to a foreign country,
yes,
you try and, in my case, speak language to somebody that Spanish, and you look at you like, what the fuck did you just say to me? Or when you get it right, or you start the podcast, or you go and talk to the girl,
yes,
or whatever it may be, good things will happen.
Aye.
Sitting in your arse in that bed, smoking the joints, you know what you were getting every day, and you were fine.
Aye.
To the point where your health was all right. We could argue that another few years it might not have been, but you were okay and people loved you and everything else there. But for you stepping out your comfort zone and saying, do you know what, I'm going to gravitate towards being better as a guy, has made you who you are now. And now people are like, you're the fucking man. And that, I like to think now you think you're the fucking man. I do, mate. Like I do. And it's humble. Like you're humble, but you don't be fucking walking about with that shirt on. The chest there hanging out like, I'm the man. I'm just going to wait till the gym next week, mate, rip it off like Hulk Hogan, man. That's something that, there's a lot for them that has changed, but there's a lot that I never want to change, mate. Like, no matter what, I don't ever want to, my morals are my morals, whether I was fucking 25 stone or to what I'm older now, or if I was fucking up the room smoking weed or in the gym, that there was always good intentions. They were just put across the complete wrong way. My efforts were driven into the wrong stuff. I never had... Did that make things feel worse? Like, morally you knew, I want to do this, I want to be a bit more positive, I want to help, whatever it may be. But you're doing everything negative on top of that. It's the bedtime thoughts, mate. That's what I used to get this all the time. This was so real to me. The man in the glass. Aye. Read that poem? No, I haven't actually. Find it. Right, okay. Changed my life. Is it? Really? Have you not read? Oh, I don't, man. I end up getting a tattoo yet. That's my next tattoo. That's from my calf. Right? Is it? Aye. Fucking brilliant, man. That lying in bed at night thinking, tomorrow I'm going to do this, or I'm going to, because you're comfortable. You've not got to worry lying in your bed at night, mate. You've got a joint, an ashtray, you've got a packet of Johnny's onion rings and a bottle of red cola. You're not giving that monkeys, mate. You know what I mean? Brooklyn Nine-Nine's in the telly. Right, hold on a minute. Who drinks red cola? Mate, called Curry's red cola. For fuck's sake, man. But I've not drank it in a long time, to be fair. I fucking hope so. I promise you I have to. It's brilliant. That's magic, mate. That and spicy rings. Johnny's spicy rings are better than Johnny's onion rings. Oh, fuck, man. Not had a packet of them in a while either, but listen, I'm getting off subject. I'm so glad I came into your life, man. That would be my next tattoo, mate. Johnny's spicy rings, man. So, that line at night, thinking about all that stuff, mate. Thinking, the more I'm going to do this and the more I'm going to do that, and mate, it's all a lie. You don't, again, it's a bit cliche saying it, you don't respect yourself, you don't respect what it is you say. You want to be the man, you know what you should do, but you choose not to do it. And that is just the fact of that, mate, and people find that very hard. People make any excuse to get away, to get out of it, mate, to get out of doing the hard work. It's easy to lie your way through things, which I've learned as well. It's easy to lie your way through things than that to actually attack what you know is wrong. Aye. Whether that's your own mental battles, your own physical fitness. Like, it's easy to say, I'm fit, I'm this, I'm that. And until you kind of hold up the mirror yourself and go, do you know what? I'm fucking miles off it and I'm selling myself so fucking short. Then you're no good to you're not going to be the best to yourself.
No.
So it's about, that's what I'm looking for here, that untangling all those fucking harsh truths is a horrible thing to do, and you'll find that as well, that, and it's no nice. It isn't nice going like, what the fuck have I done here? And I need to work so much on myself. But as you said, if your values are such in the way you've been raised by your mum, your dad, you're selling yourself so short.
Aye.
And that's why I'm talking, I know it's fitness and something else, but it's more than that. It has to be, because you can't turn up for other people if you are unable to turn up for yourself. And that can happen at any stage in life, do you know what I mean? But until you start ticking all your own boxes, like, you can't help other people.
Nah, you can't, mate. And it's such a hard thing to accept, mate. So it is. Nobody thinks it. You don't think about accepting it, mate, because you, like you say, if you're in that mindset, it takes a while to come out of that. It did for me. Maybe I'm not speaking on everybody's behalf, but I used to lie to myself about fucking everything, man, and just create this false life that didn't exist. Like that whole comfort zone, it's going to be alright. It'll be cool.
Yep.
Smoke a joint. Worry about it later. Know what I mean? Later, you're 25 stone, mate. Sitting with the best Ultimate team on PlayStation, mate. All your pals. Mate, you're a fucking loser, know what I mean? Sitting up there like, man, I've getting Mbappe in my team, man. Like,
hey, do you know, that's one thing I'd never really get into PlayStation. Do you play PlayStation?
Oh, mate, I fucking love the PlayStation. But FIFA came out the other day.
That's still game code, just went right.
I did. I completely forgot about it. How does it go? Do you like the PlayStation, is it? No? I don't know.
Along the lines.
Something like that. And it's something about rapper music, but you don't listen to rap, don't you know?
No.
No.
You actually had that video all day, didn't you?
Aye. So, FIFA came out yesterday, mate. So it did. But I put the PlayStation in my front bedroom.
Not
mate.
interested.
No, I don't think you are. Near a man now. Near a man.
Good. Because you're a middle-aged man.
Yes, you're right.
You see if you're still going home and playing the PlayStation.
Do you believe there's an issue there, aye?
Big time.
Okay, fair enough.
The missus is sitting, waiting on you. I'm just finishing my game.
Oh, I know that's got to sting someday, mate. I fucking love that, mate. Brilliant, man. You don't even know that it's got to sting
I don't know
someday.
who you're talking about.
Brilliant, mate. I can't wait to see that.
Oh, fuck.
Aye.
I get your idea there.
Aye. No, I have.
Take the missus out for a nice bite to eat, couple of glasses of wine. Don't be playing the PlayStation.
No, you don't want to be doing that.
Till you get everything else in order,
Uh-huh.
of course.
Yep.
Then you can maybe have a game of FIFA.
Uh-huh.
But I'm still going to question you and say, grow up.
Fair enough. So, what about Spanish? Can you say get up in Spanish?
No.
Can you know? There you go. There's a task.
Do you know what I can say in Spanish?
What?
Do you want me to show you something?
Yeah.
Do you know how easy Spanish is?
No, I don't.
Right. So you go to Spain with your missus.
Yep.
Table, sit down. Me pones una botella de vino blanco con dos vasos, por favor. Do you know what I've just asked for there?
No.
Bottle of wine, 2 glasses.
That was fucking brilliant. That.
What more do I need?
That's true.
The missus is she's happy as anything. She's like, my man's the man. He sat down, bottle of wine, 2 glasses.
Give it one more time.
Doesn't matter now, I'm going to show you the second part.
Right, okay.
Otra is another.
Okay.
So, me pones otra botella de vino blanco. You don't need the con dos vasos anymore.
Right, okay.
You've got the 2 glasses sitting there.
Blanco, man.
But by now, she is pissed. She's a bottle in, unless she's a fucking alky. She thinks you're the man.
Aye, that's true.
2 bottles of white. What more do you need? You're practically fluent.
Aye, yeah. 100%.
Not sure.
You're
La Cuenta, up the road. You know what's happening then.
brilliant,
You know what I mean? What more do you need? That's me fluent. So I don't really need to know much else.
No, you don't. Just even if you're getting on the bus, 2 bottles of wine, 2 glasses.
Bus drivers looking at that.
The fuck, man? He's used to hearing single to Mary Hill, man. You're like, 2 bottles of wine, 2 glasses.
We're past Mary Hills. Mary Hill in Madrid.
Fucking brilliant, man. So
Where's Mary Hill in Madrid? Where's Mary Hill in Spain?
Fucking magic, man. Aye.
We said in this podcast, we want to, we've had a laugh along the way, but we want to give as much information as we can.
Yes.
As well. We spoke about the sweat the small things section, which I'm a believer in. Like, if you look at those wee finer details, the one that matters, don't get overly fussed at things that don't.
Yep.
They're the things that are going to mount up over time. So,
yes,
like we said, we'll give one piece of information. We want people to go away, apply, and let us know how they're getting on.
Yes.
So, if you want to sweat the small things, you're starting out, what's a wee Tommy tip you would give people?
I don't want to just go based off solely morning routines, but this is something that's helped me a lot. And I know this came from you, that you kind of installed this in me. But something as simple as your steps, or say you have 5 tasks every day, right? Or you start off with 5 tasks, and over time you're going to end up, hopefully be taking more responsibility and trying to build and tapping more things. When I wake up in the morning, mate, I can look at something and think, that's a lot. That's where the whole getting up and just going out a walk, mate. Just getting up and leaving the house and having that.
Get that first one done.
Aye, mate. Aye. Get it out of the way. Get up, get it done. And after that, you give yourself that approval of, they's got to be alright.
Yep.
They's got to be cool. I'm going to make this happen. Do you know what I mean? Don't go into anything unprepared.
Yep.
That's easy to say because sometimes situations come up and you need to just handle them there and then. Kind of.
Those non-negotiables, just get them done.
Yes.
First couple.
Aye.
Forward motion.
Yep.
Get the ball rolling.
That's it.
Love it.
Aye. Aye. And for me again, something that was just fucking steps. You told me before I started the gym, you need to do these steps every day. It was like,
the more you leave things, but the worse it becomes.
That's it.
At the end of the day, and it's because all you've done is thought about it all day.
Yep.
And it's, you've had the anxiety and everything that comes with it.
Yes.
How you view that's important.
Aye.
I mean, do you want to have anxiety through the day, or do you want to feel like the man for doing it?
Yep.
And that's all it needs. And then there's a positive kind of flow with it. So I like that.
Aye.
Might know mine.
Aye.
Right, so I'm big on this, and I've done it for years. I'm talking to the camera now because I'm telling everyone.
Right.
A good morning routine starts the night before. Right, I think I've told you that one before.
Yep.
So I would challenge everyone, try it for a week. I don't care. I do care. If you've got kids, you can do it with them as well. No matter who you are, get everything ready to a degree the night before. So I do it every night. I even fold my wee panties and sit them out on my chair in my dressing room, because I know if I can just tick all these things off, I'll sit my coffee. I usually see the Italian percolator.
Of course you do.
Oh, amazing.
Of course you do.
Of course I do.
Of course you do. The Italian percolator, man.
That's a new nickname.
That's fucking brilliant.
I'll sit it all out. I'll measure out all my stuff. It's just sitting there. So when I wake up, I don't need to do any of that.
Yes.
It's just getting the day off to a flyer.
Aye.
So I would, that would be mine. Sweat the small things.
Yep.
Early doors. Get it all done. You're off to a flyer. Aye. See if you get out and, like added on to what you said, if you can get out and get your steps in after that.
Aye.
You're flying.
Yep,
you're
that's it, mate.
Off to a good one.
A fucking Boeing 777, mate. You are on the runway, mate. That's 100%. These small wins are the ones, they amount to the big ones. The big ones never feel as good as what you think they are. All the small ones are relevant, mate. That, for me, that's a big thing for me, because I remember thinking, when I was getting towards 20 stone, I know I keep referring back to my weight, but it's just something that's fucking easy to refer to, you know. See, when I got there, I was like, that's good. I was made today, but on the way to getting there, doing these steps, doing my cardio, having the challenges, eating the food, work, getting into work and putting in that wee extra bit of effort and doing X, Y, and Z, I always felt better for doing them, mate. I always felt like I'm the man, and it's a different kind of validation for that quick, that quick relief that we were talking about before, because you know you've put it into something positive. You're putting it into something that's leading towards that bigger picture.
And I think we'll move on to that and hopefully try and tie things up in the next 5-10 minutes. But do you think starting small, for you personally, me, those small things are always there for me, but do you think that if you're a listener and where you're at and you're going, I need to get going,
Aye.
do you think that's big?
Aye.
Why?
Because something so big can seem so intimidating and almost so far away.
Yep.
That is the case. It is. So, you need to start somewhere. Start with something small that's achievable. Start with something that you know is achievable. I never came to train with you and thought, I'm going to bodybuild next week.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's ridiculous. Make your goals achievable and do them. Adhere to them. Do you know what I mean? I don't think you need to...
You gotta meet yourself where you're at.
Aye.
I mean, you manage your own expectations.
That's it. 100%. You're not going to get a 5-star steak in the kitchen, mate, down the stair, man, up your Mosbit. Know what I mean? But you can make a pretty good one with a few recipes online. Know what I mean? Mess about with it. Put it in the frying pan, take it out, put it in the grill. Fucking brilliant, man.
Fucking brilliant. On you go. Right. I think we spoke enough.
So they are.
Enough.
Aye,
I
100%.
think what we said as well, the next podcast we do,
Yep.
we're going to read a question out that we've asked each other.
Yes.
We need to ask that question. I've wrote yours. You've wrote mine.
you. You've wrote Tommy.
I've wrote Tommy. Aye.
I should have wrote Tony.
You know, for next time.
Yes.
So this question, you're going to read out.
Mhm.
The listeners will hear it. Next podcast we film,
Mhm.
you answer the question first time.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you. Same situation for yourself.
Who can get it open first?
I'm fucked.
Right, I'm first
See
then.
that halfway through opening that, by the way.
I was going to pick this one for you.
Would you?
I'm so happy I went down about that now. Because that's well worse.
What do you mean?
What is the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to you in the gym?
I'm choking to know that.
Okay.
I'll take great pride. This is worse, you bastard. What is the longest you have ever went without sex? Ooh, you bastard.
There's got to... Now you can get me back now. But there's got to be a copy. Some of them might be a wee bit motivational.
Yes.
Some of them I'm just going to fucking put you on the firing
Put
line.
it down.
That's
Right,
what I'm here for, mate.
That is what you're here for. That's your
So,
sole purpose.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put you in the firing line right now because we can't...
Answer that now. Come on.
We can't... Oh, no, you can't answer that, but...
Right. What you doing?
I'm going to read a question out to you.
You snake.
And I want you to answer this
Fucking
one
better, man.
this week. So it's not too bad.
Okay.
But I think we finished the podcast with something positive. Might not be positive for you, but we'll see. You ready?
Yes.
Right, here we go. Where would you be, Tommy, if you didn't have that fuck it moment when you came and trained with me? And if you were to tell that guy something, a piece of advice, what would you say to him now?
I would either...
Where would you be first?
So it's a double-sided coin answer. I would... I'd either be back in the bedroom with a joint back up. Or... I would like to think I would have channeled my energy elsewhere, but I think the realistic answer is I would probably have been back up my bedroom, mate, with a controller in my hand. Just joint my gub and a packet of Johnny Onion rings, mate.
No.
To be really honest with you. And I'm not just saying that to be cliche, I really mean that. Because at that point, it was kind of like, I'd only been training for a few weeks, but I had no direction, mate. I definitely wouldn't be who I am as a man. And that's more important than anything else. That's the most important thing to me now.
Right.
But I didn't know that then. If I had to give him a piece of advice, don't give up when it gets hard. Like, absorb it. That's something I tell myself that every day. Don't. When it gets hard, it means something good has got to come next.
Love it.
The next stage of the hardships are, I got over that. What's next? What can I face after this? It's no what am I going to face here? Is this got to be? It's for me. It's bring it on. Whatever it is, whatever's next. I want the next challenge. Like, I'm cool with that. I know I can absorb whatever I'm going to take here. Use it to positively influence my life, and the next thing that comes has got to be even better. So, that's what I would. And stop eating fucking hula hoops. That would be the hard one. Stop putting hula hoops in your pockets when you're going to the pictures. Not everybody could hear you eat them. Nah.
Did you sit them in your belly button?
Aye, I was one of the ones, mate, sitting my big kite, mate, belly. Well, obviously I got a hair there removed, mate, but mate, my belly button was like a portal, mate. You could fucking put a PlayStation party in that hang at one point. So that bit.
Turn in a paddling pool in the summer.
Oh, don't man, you need a separate shower for it, mate.
You need a fucking lifeguard.
Fucking brilliant.
Oh, right, I think we wrap it up in that, mate.
Aye.
Should we hug it out?
Absolutely, mate.
Fucking get up, my boy.
Get up.